Hello everyone, I'm FMZ and this is Glory Glory Tottenham Hotspur. Now today in episode 37 we take a look at the end of season review for the second season of the series. So let's get to it. Run the intro.
And there's no real disguise, Gascoigne shooting, and Gascoigne gloriously scoring!
So we first of all start with the end of season awards, and it's no surprise who were the fans' player of the year. It was Harry Kane with 50% of the vote. Second place with Toby Alderweireld with 27%. Third place was Christian Pulisic with 14%. The goal of the season was scored by Christian Eriksen. And here he is, a lovely free kick into the top corner to make it 4-0. And that's how it stayed. We have a signing of the season. It was Thomas Muneira at £24 million, considering the amount of players we had in this summer and to the January window as well. It was very good to see him take that honour. Slotted in at right back, took the place in the end from Kieran Trippier as well, so well done to Thomas. And the young player of the year was Davinson Sanchez. Now I love a stat, me, so here they go. 47 goals from Harry Kane, a phenomenal season for him. The highest average rating came from Toby Alderweireld at 7.44, the defensive linchpin alongside Jan Vertonghen. Most assists came from Christian Pulisic at 14. Best pass completion rate was Harry Winks at 93%. I think Harry Winks won it last year as well, so well done to him. Most player of the matches go to Harry Kane with 9. Dele Alli and Nico Barelli with 9 yellow cards apiece in the discipline chart. 2 red cards, which is a bit disappointing because we didn't have any last year. 1 for Kieran Trippier and 1 for Nico Barella. So it was a memorable season for us. The 2019-20 season, winners of the League Cup, winners of the Premier League, and of course winners of that Champions League final in the last episode. Moments to forget, and a watershed moment for our season really, that 3-0 defeat at the Emirates, which as you can see from the league positions, we didn't come off the top spot from that moment on. It galvanised the team and we pushed on to the end of the season. The match of the season was the 5-1 league win over Liverpool, which knocked them out of the title race and was a particularly good moment given that we had lost to Manchester City the week before. Looking at the golden boot for the Champions League, Harry Kane finished second behind Vincent Abakara of FC Porto and ahead of Mo Salah, but it was only a goal behind. So it's a bit disappointing for Harry Kane, but I'm sure he will not care one jot with 3 medals from the season in total. And he'll also be delighted to know he was selected in the dream team as well, alongside Hugo Lloris and Danny Rose. 4 Liverpool players, 3 from Real Madrid, 3 from ourselves of course, and 1 from FC Porto. And of course there are the individual awards for each position. Hugo Lloris was named the goalkeeper of the season, ahead of David De Gea and Thibaut Courtois. Thomas Muneira finished 3rd, which emphasises the signing of the season that he had earlier on, only beaten by Virgil van Dijk and Trent Alexander-Arnold. None of our players made it into the midfield, but it is a very competitive market, as you can appreciate. And of course, Harry Kane was voted the forward of the season. Moving on to the individual awards for the Premier League as well. Harry Kane may have missed out on the Champions League Golden Boot. He did not miss out on the Premier League one with 28 goals in 33 appearances, which was 11 more than Chris Wood and 13 more than Fabinho. Christian Pulisic picked up the Young Player of the Year award, so congratulations to him. 27 appearances, 8 goals, 11 assists, and an average rating of 7.16 in his first full season in the Premier League. That's a very good achievement. And I got in on the act as well, winning the Premier League Manager of the Year with a win rate of 81%. Of course, I owe that all to my wonderful players. And lastly, for the team of the year in the Premier League, Toby Alderweireld and Harry Kane were our representatives. There were 5 Manchester City players, 2 from Liverpool, 1 apiece from Manchester United and Chelsea. So I always like to have a quick look at this screen at the end of the season to take a look at the goals from everybody and the assists and the appearances. So Hugo Lloris, we played 62 matches in the season. Hugo Lloris made an appearance in 56 of them. So it's worth pointing that out. Jack Butland played the other 6 games in goal. So going down the list, Harry Kane with 53 appearances throughout the season. We've already talked about his goals, 6 assists as well, average rating of 7.42. Then comes Nico Barella. Now, considering he was a brand new signing, and if you're looking for a centre midfield player at £22 million, he was an absolute bargain. 44 appearances throughout the season as he became a linchpin in the centre of the park. Taking a closer look at the goals chart. Now, obviously Harry Kane got the bulk of them with 47. I get that. But other than a couple of defenders, so Danny Rose didn't score, neither did Juan Foyth, neither did Kieran Trippier, neither did Oliver Skipp, neither did Kyle Walker-Peters. Obviously the 2 goalkeepers didn't score any goals. All of the other outfield players chipped in with at least 1. Special mention for our centre-halves who had a sterling season in front of goal. 7 for Toby Alderweireld, 6 for Jan Vertonghen, 5 for Davinson Sanchez. For what our fullbacks lacked in goals, they made up for in assists. Ben Davies got 3 goals in the season, 5 assists. Danny Rose picked up 6 assists, as did Kieran Trippier. Thomas Manera up there with 7 behind Christian Pulisic, who we mentioned earlier. And lastly, we're going to hear from the chairman, Daniel Levy, who, to summarise, the board were very pleased with the overall leadership. I should bloody hope so, with 3 trophies in the cabinet. A major criticism, I don't think it's a major criticism, it kind of opened the door for Manchester City, but they weren't very happy about losing 2-0 to them. They were delighted, surprisingly, with winning the Champions League trophy, as I suspect everybody else was as well. And for Glory, Glory Tottenham Hotspur, that is it. We are done with Tottenham. We have achieved what we wanted to achieve. We have won the Premier League title. We have won the Champions League. I can do no more, other than defend those titles, granted. But we are going to move on to something brand new. The update is now out, or it should be by the time this episode is released. So we'll be moving on to something a bit different, which we'll see about in the coming days. Interesting. But if you've enjoyed today's end of season review, please leave a like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel but like to do so, please click the subscribe button down in the corner. That was episode 37 and the last in the series of Glory, Glory Tottenham Hotspur. I hope you've enjoyed it. I have. It's been amazing. My little club from North London have done wonders. We've had some highs, we've had some lows, but winning the Champions League was really the biggest thing of all. I will see you for the brand new series coming to the channel very shortly. For now, thanks for watching. Goodbye.